Have you guys tried this? This is like the best thing I've ever tasted in my life. So I've had the Note 10 Plus for a little over a month now, and here are some of the things I want to say. In this video, I'm just going to talk about usage. If you guys want more in-depth kind of talking about the phone, the specs, and all that good stuff, I made a few other videos about it, so if you want, go ahead and check them out. But definitely finish this video first because, you know, I get money from it. So first things first is the S Pen, which I almost completely forgot about. Well, at least I definitely forgot about the gestures. I never really used them. Maybe like after 2 weeks, I completely stopped using them. I just don't see an actual real world usage, at least in my perspective, to using the gestures. If you are maybe a traveler and you go out and travel a lot, yeah, you can maybe wave the pen around and you know, do your thing. But for me, I just never really found myself using the gestures. The only time that I did kind of find it to be useful is if the phone is maybe propped up against something and you want to take a group picture. You can take out the S Pen, click the button, and it will take a picture or start a video recording for you. That's the only kind of good, like, real life scenario that I can think of and that I've actually used with the gestures in the S Pen. The other time that I use the S Pen that's not related to gestures is if the phone is kind of laying flat on a table, you know, and I take out the pen and I use it like a tablet pretty much. I actually find it to be much more easy, I guess, if you want to call it that way, to kind of use the phone with the pen. You just get more accurate taps, and it just feels nice to use the phone with a good stylus pretty much. Especially if you're signing PDFs, you don't have to use your fat finger to kind of sign on the screen. You can use the S Pen. It's nice if you want to read something without your finger blocking the screen from scrolling. You can just use the S Pen. I mean, those are kind of small things, but the more you use it, the more you kind of realize that it's actually a really good tool. Now, next thing is performance. Yeah, I mean, it's good. It's only been a month, but I mean, my S10 Plus that I have right here, I've had this for 7 months, and it still runs like day one. Like I've had no issues with the S10 Plus. It's been 7 months, so obviously I'm not gonna have any issues with this beast over here after a little over a month. So that's to be expected. I mean, watching movies, playing games, whatever you want to do on it, it's just nice. The screen's nice and big. The battery is you know, really good. It's just a nice experience to really use the phone. Never had any, well, I lied. I've had a few app crashes, but I mean, that's, you know, that it happens. But I've had no actual lagging, like when I'm scrolling through something or opening something up, opening up an app or whatever. I've had zero lags. I mean, I don't really use my phone like really quickly. If I open up something, I'm on it. I don't open it up and then close it right away and then go to the next app, then close that. Then I don't do that, and I don't think many other people do. So for me, the way I use it, I've never had any lagging at all. Now, the battery life on the Note 10, as I've been saying since I got it, is amazing, but I did notice a small little dip in battery life. So at first, the phone would easily last me 7.5 to 8.5 hours of battery, no problem whatsoever. But now I kind of find it to be going between like 6.5 to 7 hours. And I haven't really changed the way I use my phone. I just use it like I've been using it for the past month, or a little over a month. But battery, I did notice, it did take a small little dip. I'm not sure if something was running in the background. I mean, I checked and everything seems to be working good. But yeah, I just thought I would say this in the video. Battery life did take a small little hit. But then again, you got that 25 watt charger, so who really cares? You plug it in and you're up and running in like 10 minutes anyway, so that's good. Now, in terms of photos and videos, obviously this phone is amazing. I mean, any phone that comes out from like this point on is gonna be perfect. Like, I have no like problems with the camera and video of this phone. But I do have a question for you guys. For you Android guys out there, or Samsung guys that has been using Galaxies for forever, why does it overexpose? It has a dual aperture. You know, it goes from f1.5 to f2.8, I think. No, 2.4. I was wrong. So yeah, when it's very bright, the aperture should be closed to f2.4. So why is it still overexposing? The iPhone has a f1.8 and it almost never overexposes as much as the Note. So I think it's a problem with the AI or maybe some post-processing. So I kind of hope or wish Samsung would push out an update to really help with that overexposure. Now I know you guys are gonna say, Mark, well, you can just drag that little exposure slider. It's like, yeah, you can do that. That's true. But if you want to take a really quick picture of something and you don't really have time to, it's just nice to do it automatically, man. I mean, that's the whole point of having AI and post-processing. And what's the point of having dual aperture if both apertures are overexposing? So that's kind of my main problem with the camera, and it's not even a big problem. So yeah, overall camera performance, A+. I also appreciate Samsung for leaving in the SD card slot. It's amazing. At first, I didn't really find myself using it that much, but then like I downloaded so much movies onto there, it's not even funny. I have contracts in there, I have PDFs in there, I have like just a lot of stuff in there, right? The best thing is you can encrypt it, and so if you do lose the SD card, someone that can pick it up won't have access to it, and that's amazing. But be sure to decrypt it if you're planning on resetting your phone, because if the SD card is still encrypted and you reset your phone, that's it. You're gonna lose everything from that card because your phone will not recognize it anymore. And that's it. So make sure if you're resetting your phone, you have to decrypt the SD card first. So if you're looking to buy the Note 10 Plus, I would highly suggest waiting for the holidays because it most likely will go on sale. Or if you don't want to wait, you can probably pick one up used if you want to save some, extra cash. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. That was my 1 month, kind of a little more than a month experience of the Note 10 Plus. It's a beast of a phone. It's a multimedia machine. It's literally everything crammed into a phone. That's pretty much essentially what it is. And it's amazing, especially for the price. Even if you buy it new, I think it's still worth the money. It's definitely aimed for productivity and business, but you can still tweet and watch YouTube on it, so that's a bonus. So yeah, guys, this was Mark from Mark's Tech, and I hope you all have an excellent rest of your day. And be sure to subscribe because I will be doing the review of the Pixel 4 and the OnePlus 7T and maybe the 7T Pro. Man, these phone names are really getting out of hand. All right, that's it. Adios.